For 22 years the Gambia was under the rule of one man. His name was Yahya Jammeh. Think of a movie villain but real. He didn't win a popularity contest to get there. Nope. He seized power in 1994 through a military coup. Just walked in and said, "I'm in charge now." And for 2 long decades he was. His rule wasn't about picnics and national holidays for everyone. It was a dictatorship, plain and simple, casting a long shadow. The people of the Gambia lived under a constant cloud of unease. It was a tough time, a really tough time for many. Jammeh's government wasn't exactly winning awards for human rights. Actually, it was quite the opposite. It was pretty bad. If you dared to speak out, you could find yourself in serious trouble. Freedom of the press? More like freedom to agree with Jammeh. Journalists faced suppression, and critics were silenced effectively. Torture and arbitrary arrests became tools of the state. Imagine waking up every day not knowing if you might say the wrong thing. That was the reality for many Gambians under his regime. It's hard to build a happy society when fear is the main currency. His regime was notorious for its harsh methods. The methods used to maintain control were brutal and systematic. Enforced disappearances were a horrifying tactic. People would just vanish, their families left wondering, fearing the absolute worst. Intimidation was a daily affair, a constant pressure. Jammeh also played dangerous games, inciting divisions among people. He targeted specific ethnic groups like the Mandinka with threats. In 2016 he even threatened to exterminate them. Horrible stuff. He also went after LGBT individuals, making terrible, violent threats. This wasn't just bad leadership, it was actively harmful. It created an environment of deep mistrust and terror across the nation. So picture this, an entire country holding its breath for over 2 decades. The atmosphere was thick with fear. It seeped into everyday life. People whispered their true thoughts, always looking over their shoulders. Public spaces were monitored and dissent was crushed ruthlessly. This control extended to all aspects of Gambian society. It wasn't just about political opponents, ordinary citizens suffered too. The promise of development and freedom remained a distant dream. Jammeh's Gambia was a place where power meant everything, and rights meant little. This was the backdrop against which the events of 2016 would unfold. A nation desperate for a change, for a glimmer of hope. Then came December 2016, election time in the Gambia. Now elections under a dictator can be a bit predictable, usually. But this time something unexpected was brewing in the air. The opposition parties, often suppressed, managed to form a coalition. They rallied behind one candidate, Adama Barrow, a new face. He wasn't a seasoned politician, which maybe was his strength. People were tired of the same old story of fear and repression. They saw in Barrow a chance, however slim, for something